Flying Fox Fruits. This video today is just a simple video about grove maintenance. This is just another thing that I have to do for this grove of red Jaboticabas, the hybrid, Plinia cauliflora hybrid. I got a grove out there of about 64 of them planted 8 by 8. And they're looking kind of good. We've had a lot of rain and they've been really liking it. But I'm trying to give them something to put them over the edge. And I came across this product. This isn't a commercial, but I guess it's turned into one. I've never bought from these people before. I've never bought from them in my life, but they had organic products, and I found it on eBay. And there was a product they were selling that I thought might help out my trees. They said it was derived from bat guano, rock phosphate, and bone meal. And I figured that might help these trees out. It's supposed to encourage blooms and fruit. You know what, it doesn't have a, I don't see a, like an NPK ratio on here. I wonder what it is, but they called it an organic triple superphosphate. And I've just heard great things about triple superphosphate. It says only use 1 to 2 tablespoons of product per 4 gallons of soil for a container plant. So I'm gonna go not so heavy on this. There's 25 pounds of it. I don't know what it cost. It costs like 25, 30 bucks, I think. Here's a bag of it. I guess I could ask you for a knife now if you have one. Thank you. Yeah, careful not to touch that button on the side. I did that and I ruined the video. Woo! I swear the way they make these phones is like to sabotage you. And let's take a look at the product here. I've never bought this before. I've never used it, but I've heard good things about super triples. Let's get a smell for it. Smells like earth. Looks pretty. All right, I got my little fertilizer dispensing device here, and we're gonna get out there and put it on the trees and see how they look. Let's run. Little tree right there. You don't believe this? Somebody threw this away. This little cart, I found it on the side of the road. I just ran over a tree. First let's hit this ugly thing. It's actually starting to look pretty already. Look at the leaves coming out on this, Angel. Come look at these leaves. It's pushing out nice new growth already without any fertilizer. I have already fertilized it. This is Plinia caipirinha. It's a special little species that they haven't really named yet. It's like a dwarf sabara, but look how much fertilizer I have. I'm probably going to use about half of that. I'm going to come right down to the base of the tree, remove any weeds, and then just sprinkle some along here and just kind of maybe rub that in a little bit. I'm scared to use too much of this stuff. I never did use it before. So I only used about half of what I showed you, maybe less, just to be safe. You figure better less than more, because you don't want to hurt a tree. Now these I'm not so scared to hurt. This is my Patanga tuba. I'm going to throw some to this guy here, see if it makes him happy. Just kind of showing you how I like to fertilize these. I'm probably using less than what they say. I'm gonna give that guy a little more. And I think I'm gonna hit some and not hit others to see how they perform, especially Patanga tubas. But let's get in here and look at these guys. Now, for a tree this size, I think I'm gonna do about yay much. Not even maybe, let's see. They've already got fertilizer on them, but look at the canopy starting to grow out nice. I see fertilizer I've already put down from last time. I'm pulling weeds. I was in here the other day with the scythe and I hit this thing with the scythe, so we did like a chop and drop. But I'm pulling some weeds here. Oh yeah. I see fertilizer from before, and here I go sprinkling it on. Not too thick, just give it a nice rub in there. And I still didn't use all of that, what was in there. So I'm using about a half of a cup or less per tree. I'm going through, let's do a walkthrough. So yesterday I came through with the scythe and I knocked it down, but look at this, it's looking a lot better since I cut it with the scythe. This time of year, they're gonna look a little drab. This looks drab. Come look at the canopy on this. See how the leaves are kind of burnt up? This tree's in a hot position, but they're gonna come out of it, I tell you. Look at this one behind you. Look how nice this one looks. And then you see the new growth coming out. It's always a good sign. Look for that new growth. If it's got a nice peachy new growth, you're good. Okay, this tree right here got hit with a fungal dieback. Look at it now though. See, it came out of it. I had some branch dieback, and then it is flowering, but it's hard to tell. And all that nasty old bark is peeling off with the lichens on it. So this one's good. I'm gonna hit that with the Super Triple. So I'm gonna go through, and this is what I have to do, is just gently dust the bottom, scratch it in, pull some weeds by hand, try not to over fertilize them, and pray this does something beneficial for them. But look at that, a little there, there's one there. This is it, man, this is the life. And then I probably need to hit them with the pruning shears too. Look at that. Isn't this fun, guys? Just watch out for them velvet ants. I seen a video, a guy let one sting him, a velvet ant. Would you believe that? It's looking good out here. Let's do a quick walkthrough. But that was what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that for the trees. Let's walk through it again. Look at these weeds coming up through the middle. Look at that. They're looking decent. And then some fruits and flowers on this one. They get bigger as you come this way. Yep, there's one. Careful, ants right there. Some fruits on that guy. So, yeah, it's a constant work in progress. Then I have to show off this little one. Look at this little guy. It's the same age as all the other ones, it's just a runt. And I don't think it's flowered yet. I keep checking. It thinks about it, but it hasn't done it yet. It hasn't done it yet. Yeah. I think I saw a fruit the other day. Look, here's a fruit over here. This one's got some little tiny fruits on it here. I'll pop them off. Look how small that was. Like, I guess that's a drought thing. I see them hiding on this one. You never know if they're gonna have fruit or not. Look at these little guys. All right, guys, we're hoping this picks up. We're gonna do an update video on this and show you how they look in about a month.